good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. So I decided to do a video today over this rumor of the Rockets possibly getting Jimmy Butler. So this is going to be hard to get done for the Rockets. If you ask me, in my opinion, they just don't have a lot to offer. They really don't. They just don't have much to offer to the Philadelphia 76ers. The only way I could see this potentially happening is if the 76ers took on a bunch of first-round picks from them, which I just don't see very likely, because we all know, I mean, I guess if the 76ers are going to lose Jimmy Butler anyway, then they would do it, but I don't know, man. I just kind of see the unlikeliness of this not happening. I just don't see it happening. I just don't think it's going to happen. So here's what the trade might look like. And we all know Jimmy Butler could just accept his player option, and that's could be the way that the 76ers do that sign-in trade. That's how the Rockets got Chris Paul, because he accepted his player option, and then they traded him immediately to the Rockets. I could see something similar, but it's not going to be for a very big haul. I mean, basically something like this. You would trade Eric Gordon, PJ Tucker. I saw Clint Capella rumored to be part of the deal, but I'm sorry, but why on earth would the 76ers want Clint Capella? They have Joel Embiid. I just don't see a role with Clint Capella on the 76ers. I just don't see how that would work. I guess you could bring him off the bench, but a $16 million center off the bench is kind of expensive, if you're asking me. But maybe Eric Gordon, PJ Tucker, and you'd have to offer a lot of first-round picks for Jimmy Butler, I would think. I mean, maybe if Jimmy Butler was just coming on a one-year deal, maybe you don't have to offer as much. Like I said, the likeliness of this trade going down, I don't know, man. I think it's slim to none. But we got Jimmy Butler nonetheless, so we're going to go ahead and try to construct this team with Chris Paul, Jimmy Butler, and James Harden. And we still have Clint Capella's contract. I'm probably going to trade him because he's heavily rumored to be traded this offseason. So let's go ahead and see if we can find a decent trade for Clint Capella as well. Sorry, I had to adjust myself in the chair real quick. Eric Gordon, let's get him right back. Lauri Markkanen from the Bulls. Marcus Smart from the Celtics. Robert Williams. I mean, that would give us some good bench pieces. Marcus Smart wouldn't be bad off the bench. Clark, Jay Crowder, Malik Monk, Bojan Bogdanovic, Mohamed Bamba, Dwight Powell, Karis LeVert, Mason Plumlee, TJ Warren, Lonzo Ball, Serge Ibaka, Jeremy Grant, Robert Covington, Zach Collins. So the only one that makes sense to me is to possibly get Marcus Smart, have him come off the bench for us, and we get Robert Williams as well in the trade. I don't think this is a bad trade. And yes, some of you guys are going to say this is not even a good trade at all, but if you're really thinking about it, Marcus Smart, not a bad bench player, and they're kind of rumored to trade Clint Capella right now. Anyway, I might just keep him, though. We'll keep him for now. And then I might go back to that trade, depending on how much money we're really going to have to spend, because we're not going to have a lot, that's for sure. So let's go ahead and renounce a lot of these guys. So, I mean, Austin Rivers, somebody I would be interested in bringing back, and Ken Farid as well. So let's go ahead and just see what we need. So we have Chris Paul, James Harden, Jimmy Butler, Daniel House, power forward center. So we have, Clint Capella and Nene. So we basically don't have a power forward, and we need some backups everywhere, basically. So let's go ahead and see if we can find some. So as far as a backup point guard, maybe a guy like Austin Rivers, actually I would really like him back on. He played very well, I think, for the Rockets, so I definitely want to bring him back. Shooting guards, Wesley Matthews, I could see making sense. Avery Bradley, J.R. Smith, KCP. I mean, any kind of shooters would make sense. So I mean, we can go with KCP on a 1-year deal or a 2-year deal, so we'll go for something like that. Backup center, I would definitely want to bring back Kenneth Farid if I can, because he did his thing, honestly, while in that short little period that he was playing. He did his thing. He didn't do too bad. So we got Austin Rivers, KCP, Daniel House, and then we got Kenneth Farid back. We don't have a starting power forward whatsoever, so let's see if we can find ourselves one. Al-Farouq Aminu might be the starting power forward if we could even afford the dude. He might have to be our starting power forward because we really don't have anything else. So yeah, I think he is going to be our starting power forward. Definitely won't bring back Melo. That doesn't make a lot of sense. So Aminu, you want to be our starting power forward for the year, because we really don't have anything else. So yeah, that's basically going to be the rotation, guys. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I guess you could maybe throw Daniel House in rotation as well. So yeah, not a whole lot going on. So I'll keep Clint Capella for this year. Let's just see how we do, and then after that, we'll decide what we want to do with Clint Capella. But yeah, a lot of these guys go down in overall. That's all right, though, so not a big deal. I'm going to go ahead and skip to the rotation, and let's see what this team would look like. Let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think there's any chance that Jimmy Butler ends up on the Rockets? I think there's a 0% chance. No, I wouldn't say 0. That's a little harsh. Maybe like a 25% chance. It's just the Rockets aren't going to have a lot to offer. But like I said, I mean, if the 76ers are faced with a decision that, Jimmy Butler is going to walk anyway, we might as well get something for him, then I guess you could, see that happening. But I guess we'll just have to see. Free agency does open up on Sunday, I believe, which I'm super excited for. It's going to be chaos. A lot of good free agents this year. And Kevin Durant declined his player option. I was happy about that because I thought for sure he was probably going to accept it since he's going to be out for a year. But he declined it. We don't have any young players to give this untapped potential to. So I guess I'll give it to Isaiah Hartenstein. And we'll give the other one to Clint Capella, I guess. I don't know what else to do there. But now we look at our rotation. Let's see what's going to look like. We have a 10-man rotation. I'm going to run a 9-man rotation. By the way, guys, my monitor is back. Obviously, you guys have no idea, but I was using like a TV as a monitor, like a small TV. But I got the cable and Amazon. I also got my new microphone down there. I'm waiting for another part of it, though. So this might be the last video I use this microphone with, which I'd be super ecstatic if that was the case. But might be coming tomorrow. Hopefully it is. So I'm super excited. But Chris Paul, James Harden, Jimmy Butler, Aminu, Clint Capella, Kenneth Faried, KCP, Austin Rivers, and Shelvin Mack all off the bench. So yeah, not that, nothing crazy. I guess I'll just leave Shelvin Mack in the rotation because maybe not, actually. We have Austin Rivers as the backup ready. So I guess I'll give these last few minutes to Daniel House, and we'll roll with something like that. Let's go ahead and see what the system proficiency is looking like. We are at a 4-star rating with this rotation, so hopefully, we can make the playoffs and win a championship. Weirdly enough, Jimmy Butler, in whatever season of his career this is, what I'm trying to say, wins most improved player, and Mike D'Antoni wins coach of the year, 64-18. So we had a really good record with the team we had. So I mean, there's not a whole lot I want to change, right? I mean, we did good. So James Harden makes the All-NBA first team, All-NBA second team, and the All-NBA third team is pretty good as well. All-defensive first team, All-rookie first team. We didn't have any good rookies to worry about, but we are the first seed in the Western Conference. So as you guys can tell, I did fix my webcam. It is not in the way of the Eastern Conference playoffs anymore. I did have to get rid of my overlay. I'll probably display it at the bottom whenever I get the chance, but well, it's not a major thing I need to fix right now. I just kind of wanted to do a video for you guys today, of course, because we're still on an upload streak, has not been broken. We're up 2-0 on the Nuggets. Before we go any further in this playoff series, though, let's go ahead and look at the stats for the season. James Harden had 28.6 points per game. Jimmy Butler with 19, and we had Chris Paul with 18 and 11. So Chris Paul, for 34 years old, still having a pretty nice, pretty nice impact on the Houston Rockets. 14 points for Clint Capella and 12 rebounds and 2 blocks. Aminu had 8.5, not too shabby at all. 3-point percentage was 35%, not the best in the world, but it's not the worst either. So yeah, not a bad little, season that we had. As far as stats are concerned, but let's see if we can beat the Denver Nuggets to move on to the second round. 3-2. Can we win in 6? We do. Now we're facing the Phoenix Suns. Let's go ahead and see if we can beat the Phoenix Suns, who, some people say have made the worst decisions they've ever seen. Because, I mean, the Suns draft was kind of suspect. It was just weird what they did. They traded down so they could just draft somebody that was projected to go, like, way later in the draft. I don't know, man. I don't know about that move, but we are up 3-0 on the Thunder, 3-1, and we win in 5 games. Now we're facing the 76ers, who we just made a trade with. They definitely got a lot worse in the trade, I would think, but I don't know what their roster is looking like right now. 2-2, 3-2 for them, or for us, and we win a championship in 6 games. So awesome stuff there. James Harden is your finals MVP. Let's go ahead and look at what the 76ers had, and let's see what they were looking like. So they had Joel Embiid, Ben Simmons, Tobias Harris, JJ Redick. So yeah, they just signed Kelly Oubre, Brook Lopez, Von Looney. But anyways, guys, that's gonna be it for me. Make sure you leave a like if you enjoyed. Just kidding, I'm not going anywhere yet. Just kidding, gotcha. I mean, I'm not gonna end the video after 1 season. I mean, that's not really a rebuild if you're asking me. So let's go ahead and go to the draft lottery, though. I mean, like I said, we traded a lot of our draft picks, so we're not gonna have a pick. And the Rockets, or the 76ers, have back-to-back picks later in the draft. And then let's make sure to get Mike D'Antoni back, because we just had a really good season with them, so no reason to change coaches. And let's get a good trainer as well. So bring them back. And for the draft, we might have a second round pick. We do not even have a second rounder, so not even good there. So I mean, our core 4 is very much getting older. I mean, Clint Capella is still young, but these 3 are definitely getting older, but probably not going to change anything. I like that a lot. So rookie signing, nothing there. And then player options, Isaiah Hartenstein. I definitely should have sent him to the G League. I just didn't really think about it. Christian Wood and Daniel House are restricted free agents, but we're not going to bring them back. Negative $37 million. I mean, we're not going to be big players in free agency whatsoever. So, I mean, let's just go ahead and see what we could get. We have Austin Rivers, KCP still, Jimmy Butler, power forward, and we still have a backup center. So, still need a backup. Really, all we need is a backup power forward, or we need a backup small forward, or a starting power forward. I mean, we need both. So a starting power forward and a backup small forward. So let's see what we can find. Siakam, not going to do that. I don't even think I could afford him, obviously. So I'm not going to worry about that. Dario Saric, Aminu. We could just bring back Aminu potentially. No, we could not even do that. Davis Bertans, Ivan Rabb, Jay Crowder, Bielitsa. What could we afford? I mean, can you show me the affordable tab? Small forwards, affordable. Power forwards, affordable. So you can afford Jonathan Motley, Kuzminskis, Davis Bertans. I actually wouldn't mind Davis Bertans because he's a good stretch, shooter. So I'll go ahead and give Davis Bertans a contract. And then small forwards available. We could get Joe Harris. Joe Harris off the bench actually would be like low-key pretty clutch. Could we get both these guys? I mean, if we could get both these guys, that's a W. I doubt we can get it done, though. Yeah, I mean, I knew I couldn't get one of them or one of the other. So, could we just get Aminu back? Like, is that a thing? Could we get Aminu back? Is he going to be our starter once again? Nope, goes to the Kings. Okay. Let's go to the affordable section once again. Bielitsa. He's going to go down in overall, like, quite a bit. PJ Tucker, because bring him back. Mirza Teletovic. Not even going to have a starting power forward, it's looking like. Jerebko. I mean, Bielitsa or Jerebko is going to have to do. I mean, I don't know what else I could do in this situation. So, let's go with Jonas Jerebko as well. Let's sign both of them. And let's just see which one would be a better starter, I guess. Because I don't know what else. Ursan would be cool as well. But, I mean, let's just go ahead and just roll with what we just signed. So, we could move Kenneth Faried to the power forward as well. That's his natural position. But, obviously, the NBA has changed quite a bit. Kenneth Faried goes down one. Bielitsa goes down one, and Jerebko still stays at 75. So one of those two are going to start, and we're just going to have to roll with it. And, Bielitsa did a pretty good job starting with the Sacramento Kings, so maybe he can do a good job for me. If we do win a championship this second season, I might just end the video there. I'm not sure yet. Maybe I'll go for that three-peat. We'll see. But let's go ahead and load and download a 2021 draft class just in case we do decide to do another season. And we might, I mean, I kind of want to trade Clint Capella, but at the same time, there's no reason to. We just won a championship with them on the roster, so I really don't want to change too much. Go ahead and go Austin Rivers, untapped potential. Let's give Isaiah Hartenstein, untapped potential. Let's give, who else? No, maybe Joe Harris, I guess, untapped potential as well. So now we look at the starting five. They want to start Bielitsa. I agree with that a little bit more than Jerebko. Chris Paul, James Harden, Jimmy Butler, Bielitsa, Clint Capella, Joe Harris, KCP, Austin Rivers, and Kenneth Faried. So yeah, not a bad little, 9-man rotation. We still have a 4-star rating, so I'm going to go ahead and simulate to the end of the second season, and let's see if we can win another championship. And Mike D'Antoni wins Coach of the Year once again. We actually won one more game than we did last year, so I mean that's pretty cool. All-NBA first team, All-NBA second team, and here's your All-NBA third team. So Chris Paul made it again. We are facing Portland Trailblazers in the first round, as they are the 8th seed. We're the first seed. 25 points from James Harden, 18 and 10 still from Chris Paul, 17.8 from Clint Capella, which actually isn't bad, and 14 rebounds and 2 blocks. Jimmy Butler had about 17.5 as well. Harris had 10.8 off the bench. So yeah, not too bad at all. Really not too bad at all. So let's go and see if we can beat the Portland Trailblazers in the first round. We're up 1-0 to start. 2-0. Can we go up 3-0? Nope. 2-1, 2-2. Do not lose to the Blazers in the first round. Just don't do it. As much as I'm... Wow. Okay, so we went 65 and 17 just to lose to the Blazers in the first round. Interesting. Interesting. That's 2K for you guys, though. That really is. I mean, we already won a championship in the video, so regardless of the rest of the video, I'm not really too worried about what's going to happen. So, really, guys, what I think I'm going to do is, I guess I do have some free agents to re-sign. And I guess I could maybe give this team a new look. Maybe trade Clint Capella this offseason just for the entertainment purpose. So, maybe I will do something like that. I guess we'll, the Kevin Durant is on the Pacers. And they just won a championship. That would definitely make somebody happy as far as Pacers fans are concerned. I actually think we have our draft, our pick this year. Not that it's going to matter. So, we have the 30th pick, no, 29th. And then Mike D'Antoni's still here. Our trainer's still here. I can turn trades back on because I didn't think I was going to, really make another season because I thought for sure we might win. Actually, trades weren't off. I thought they were. All right, so 29th pick, 17th pick. So, I mean, Clint Capella, although he's been doing really good for us, do I want to trade him or do I want to trade, like, Chris Paul maybe? Do I want to do something crazy like that? 29th pick and Clint Capella. Let's just see what that could get us. So, Draymond Green at the 10th pick, Yusuf Nurkic. We could get Serge Ibaka. I mean, I wouldn't mind Serge Ibaka at the power forward spot. Miles Turner, Malik Beasley. Could I just get Serge Ibaka? Like, even Adams would save like $3 million. Can I just like somehow get Serge Ibaka? I doubt I can make it work, but I mean, if I could get Serge Ibaka here, that'd be kind of, you know, amazing. I doubt I can make it work though. So let's see. I would probably have to offer like Fareed, okay, and maybe Joe Harris as well. That's probably going to be a lot. So I mean, let's try. I guess we can try it. We're, you know, running our depth even more. So let's see if they'll take it. Nope. Okay. How about our first rounder and our second rounder? And they still don't agree. I mean, I will trade another second rounder, but as far as first rounders for Serge, I'm not doing that. You got me. It's not gonna happen. So we got Serge Ibaka. Just a little bit of a look. It's gonna be fun. I mean, I just kind of fooling around this last season. I just kind of wanted to see if I could get him. And then we just traded our picks, so I mean, nothing to really worry about there. So Serge is gonna be our starting power forward. Chris Paul, of course, is going to accept his option. Isaiah Hartenstein we might have to bring back because we're not gonna have any money. And negative $43 million. So we have a lot of money to deal with. So Rivers, KCP, I mean, I definitely want to bring back a lot of those guys. But as far as Chris Paul, we have James Harden, Jimmy Butler, Serge Ibaka, and Clint Capella. We literally have a starting five and nothing else. That's all we have. So if we can get 4 decent bench players, I think we should be fine. So let's go ahead and just look out there. So Beverly would be cool, actually. Let's go for the cheapest available as far as a backup point guard, because I know I could get a good backup point guard for cheap. Seth Curry wouldn't be bad. So I guess I'll go Seth Curry for, you know, the minimum. And then do I have bird rights on Austin Rivers? Actually, I do. So maybe worst case scenario, do I have bird rights on KCP as well? No, I do not. Okay, so that's all right. Or do I? No, I don't. Okay, that's fine. Let's go back to straight overall. Okay, shooting guards. We might get Austin Rivers back, or I'm going to try to. And then, yeah, let's go ahead and give Austin Rivers a contract right now, actually. Where's Austin Rivers? Where are you, Austin Rivers? There you are. Let's give him about a 2-year deal. And then we need a front court power forward, so let's go to the affordable section because we don't have any money. And let's see, for cheap guys, Jeff Green's going to be a little bit too cheap, I would think. Rebko is on the wrong side of 30. Yeah, we're getting kind of down in overall here. Centers, we can get Isaiah Hartenstein for $13 million. Luke Cornett, Boban. I'm going with Boban. I mean, you can't go wrong there. So I'm gonna get Boban Marjanovic. That's gonna work for me, and we'll get that. We'll get these 3 hopefully, and that's gonna work quite well. And then as far as anything else is, what's his name still out here? I kind of want to get KCP back, but I don't think he's still out here. So now we look at the roster. We can definitely move either Austin Rivers or Seth Curry to shooting guard. It really does not matter. They're both going to go up. So I think obviously Austin Rivers probably be a little bit better defensively guarding shooting guard. So I'll do that. Jimmy Butler, Serge Ibaka, we have a backup center. So we'll need at least 1 backup forward, and we should be good. And I'll go ahead and simulate another season with this roster. So we can get Justin Jackson. I mean, affordable. We'll definitely go with that. That's actually not bad at all. So we'll get Mr. Justin Jackson if he'll sign here. And we'll roll with that. That's going to be our, you know, kind of our rotation. So I'm going to go ahead and simulate this in the last season with Serge Ibaka at the power forward. You know, we're going to have a little bit better defense. Isaiah Hartenstein is back as well. So we can maybe play him as the backup center instead of Boban, which will probably happen. So going to simulate this last season, and let's see what this team can do. Only his 3rd season, Ja Morant is the most valuable player. I almost said rookie of the year, but most valuable player. I mean, is this going to happen in real life? Probably not, but I mean, it's still funny to see on 2K. Most improved player also goes to him, and Nate Tibbetts actually did not get the coaching job for the Grizzlies, but I never fixed it, and I probably won't. It's not a big deal. So all NBA first team, all NBA second team, all NBA third team. And let's see what seed. We are the 2nd seed this time, so the Grizzlies are the 1st seed. Let's go ahead and see what the player stats were looking like for this last season. 26 points, 18.7, 17, 16, 11. So yeah, not too bad from our rotation all around. But now we're facing the San Antonio Spurs. Let's see if we can at least make it to the 2nd round this season, because we got eliminated in the 1st round last year by a very, you know, good underdog Blazers team, I guess. And now we're facing the Utah Jazz. I'm going to assume they still have Mike Conley, so they're definitely going to be a threat to us. But every time the Rockets and the Jazz have faced in the playoffs, it has not been good for the Jazz, and I want it to continue here. 3-2, 3. Okay, we went in 6 games, and now we're facing the Golden State Warriors. And then to counter that, every time the Rockets have played the Warriors in the playoffs, it has not been good for the Rockets. So we jump up 1-0, though. 2-0, I have no idea what the Warriors even look like, but we're up 3-0, and we beat them in 4 games. Can we beat the Miami Heat to secure one more championship? 2-0, 3-0, and we're going to do it. We're going to sweep the Miami Heat. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you guys think of the potential of Jimmy Butler going to the Rockets. And the next 2 days, as long as no heavy... I mean, there might be some other rumors coming out, but, you know, my plan is to do a Hachimura Wizards rebuild and a Kobe White Bulls rebuild. That's my plan. It might change. I'm not sure, but kind of wanted to get those two done before free agency starts. Then we'll do some free agency rebuilds as the news comes out. So, anyways, guys, this is Crushables, and I'm saying peace.